final countdown here with signs. You guys came in just haphazardly on the tail end here. So we're just going to do a little reading celebration in honor of the new moon that happened last night on the 4th of February. And I really just like to work these readings between the moon cycles, so full moon to new moon, which gives a couple weeks for resonation and like doesn't overkill. Like I just can't get down with daily collective readings. At least for myself, they don't seem to resonate as much. So here we are. Okay, so it's just going to be a general reading. We'll let the cards kind of guide, and I'll do as many perspectives as I can see. So, okay, earth signs: Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Here we go. Okay. Alright, universe, what kind of message you got for our earth signs? Ace of Swords at the deck. Woohoo! It's a nice start. New beginnings, empowered new beginnings, bringing truth. Truth that brings new beginnings for you guys. Okay, so let's keep going. It's a nice way to start. Knight of Pentacles coming. You guys' knight. He's my least favorite knight. He's slow. So it looks like this Ace of Swords is going to sort of, kind of bring through an energy to sort of maybe quicken that Knight of Pentacles, but we'll see what happens in the qualifiers. Ooh, the World on the bottom, guys. Okay. We're ending with Two of Cups. If you are a female, you may have a male coming in. A new male. There's an Emperor here next to Two of Cups. Ooh-wee! Clarifier for that Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords. Okay, so together that's the Ten of Swords. It's a completion, okay, of pain. But the Ace of Swords is coming through to bring an end to that Nine of Swords energy. Fire also had that Nine of Swords, a living nightmare. So you may be relating to a fire energy because they also had a Nine of Swords running. Okay, then the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, that living nightmare has been slow moving. It's been like it's been, there forever, huh, guys? Kind of bring in your sword of truth to the situation, okay? Clarify Knight of Pentacles, please. And so, it's not an actual completion, but the Ace of Swords coming out for that Nine of Swords to take, bring into it, or to cut it out brings completion, right? So then you add them together. It's way too many. That was one. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Okay, two, we'll take two. Ooh, there's the Ten of Swords just came out, okay? So the Knight of Pentacles is that slow-moving, the pain and despair, the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, okay? A slow-moving completion causing all kinds of pain, you guys. I'm so sorry. After this is the Four of Swords, though, which is like a type of healing. It's taking a rest after that completion, right? Like taking a step back and just being like, man, oh man, that was rough, okay? Because it is. We've got Ten of Swords in its own, plus the Nine and the singular. So, that Ten of Swords, that Ace of Swords came to create completion, like I was saying. It's verified by the Ten of Swords. It was slow-moving and painful, though, okay? So now it's time to, take a step back and, nurture the emotional body of the Queen of Cups, and giving back to the self, okay? This can represent a water energy, but it really seems to me like kind of stepping back and healing the emotional body, that all the swords are pointing at that princess, okay? So, that's kind of combo. Okay, so, yep. All right, guys. Eight of Cups on the bottom, World on the bottom. we're walking away from things that no longer serve. That's obvious with that Ace of Swords to begin with. Bringing that Nine of Swords to a completion. The pain, the despair that seemed to take forever, the slow moving. You may have been in this situation for quite a long time. Then once the completion happens with that actual Ten of Swords coming after the Three of Swords, the choice to be made. Three of Swords can often indicate choices. Perhaps that slow movement and the pain of these choices, was ended, has finally ended. You came through with that Ace of Swords to, really bring that completion and take a rest, okay, and serve your emotional body, because that's what has taken the biggest hit here. And then the Emperor comes in, okay, so this is the masculine energy. It can be a male for you females. As you take this rest and readdress your heart space in your emotional body, it brings forth a manifestation of a kingdom, and you're able to bring forth now, if male or female, this could not be talking about a person, but talking about reigning in and becoming the emperor of your kingdom, of everything around you, okay, from this rest, all this pain of the past, walking away from all that doesn't serve you. Major completion cycles going on here. And as you've done that and healed your emotional body, you're able to come forth and really own your kingdom. Knight of Pentacles too. Again, so this is going to be another slow moving process. You're going from one slow moving process, taking a rest, serving the emotional body, and then moving into another slow moving process of, taking that healing across from the ethereal and that which is within, across the border to the physical, right, and into the entire kingdom, sharing the healing that's gone down in the emotional body and the heart, and sharing the cup, okay, with the kingdom. But it's taking it slow. And then the Two of Cups following that, again, is about sharing love, is about the way that we commune with each other, okay? So it can be romance. So again, for females, there could be someone coming in, although slow moving, maybe a fellow earth sign too, right? So that feels like this emperor, like even to you, perhaps after this rest and this respite of this pain of the past, maybe a past relationship letting go of another Knight of Pentacles. Do you know what I mean? And then another one comes through that's like the emperor, and this relationship, forms. But there's a Four of Cups here. And the Four of Cups talks about, a sense, it can be a sense of like unrequited love. With the Knight of Cups, it may not be, directly returned as it's given. But you have, that's weird, this is weird. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups next to each other, okay? You may find that this person doesn't understand emotion, is a grounded, person in the 3D, and he seems to be your emperor and all of this, and you're matched in your elements, and there's a romance, but it may not be emotionally fulfilling, okay? So beware of that and be able to, honor that. It also may be fulfilling in a space in which was not fulfilled by that same Knight of Pentacles in the past, okay? And so he comes forth then via that Two of Cups as a Knight of Cups to poultice that slow-moving energy that maybe created that Four of Cups perception that there was an unrequited love going on, but in truth, in fact, he's going to come forth with some type of emotional offering, okay? It does look like that. Now, looking at this as something outside of any type of relationship from the point of giving back to the self, walking away from that which doesn't serve you, bringing the sword of truth to cut this living nightmare, whatever it might be, okay? The slow-moving energy that just like the pain that is lingering. due to this Nine of Swords living nightmare, seeming to take, it just seems like every minute is a year, is completed, okay? And the rest and the emotional serving and healing, bringing forth into your empire a grounded but slow-moving energy of the ability to have an offering and grounded connection with your community and with others, okay, as a healed individual, healthy reflection, something that you were unable to do in the past, something that you were unable to share, that which comes from the heart, okay? But that was healed back here with the Princess of Cups when you took a step back and the completion of this past that you're walking away from. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to clarify the world real quick. And this Eight of Cups. The world, please. The world clarification. World's major arcana completion, okay? Excuse me, world. It's usually a really good one. It's like, you know, the world is your oyster sitting on top of the world. On top of the world. Sorry, I had to get down to that little bit ditty in my head. Okay, so yeah, the world is really one of the best completions usually. But it's utter and cosmic completion, okay? It's not death, which is completion and then rebirth. It is like the completion of a cycle utterly. Walking away, Eight of Cups, okay? So I really want to know more. I really do want to know more about this Eight of Cups especially. But and there they went. What's flipped up? One was flipped up. Alright. Yeah, the King of Swords. That truth, man. That King of Swords carries the Ace of Swords, okay? So does the Knight. Bearing their truth. So you're bearing your own truth in the beginning here is really important as far as it goes to creating this overall completion, okay? So because we're not running a whole lot of swords in this deck in this reading right now. So it's not like towards the end. In the beginning it's a lot of swords. We've got the Ace and the 10, Ace and the 9 and the 10, right? And so then once we hit that Four of Swords though, it's all gone. You've dealt with it, okay? So this guy over here, the King of Swords, is really the guy that's made that decision, needing to bring this to a completion, pulled that sword to bring the end to the Nine of Swords and that slow-moving Knight. And this may be you, again, if you're dealing with a masculine energy as a female. Yeah, there's... yeah, okay. We've got the Knight of Wands on the Eight of Cups. So that, yeah, there may have been an issue here with a masculine energy that was just not committed and not really ready if you're female. And then, or just that in and out indecisiveness, very fiery, not really making commitments to anything, okay? And after this rest and this investment in emotion, you're ready to make those investments. You're ready to move forward and reflect honestly and give to yourself and to your community that truth and that authenticity that you withheld in the past. Or that just to another person, even if, as like I said, it could read with a masculine energy coming through as a female to offer that which was not given in the past, okay? That emotional offering, the cup. Yeah, we got release. Okay, so yeah, the walking away, the Eight of Cups that was on the bottom, and love. Okay, so you got love and release, because love, true love, unconditional love is unattached. You can only love someone and trust them to, like, do what they're gonna do. You can't force anyone or anything to happen. The sooner you let it go, the more clear it can become to you in its own truth. We often veil things with our own, wants and perspectives, and they become something else. So it's really important to recognize and release that which doesn't serve, and move forward with truth. Okay, get that sword out, because there's a lot of really beautiful reflection manifestation of your kingdom coming for you. Be patient, be honest, and nurture yourself in your emotional space through all of this. And just remember to let go of all that doesn't serve you, okay? Earth. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. I'll be doing like a Grateful Dead one, and then another like Twin Flame Light Worker one. Who knows? But hopefully I'll see you soon. All right, thanks for hanging tough. Bye.